From WFSB, this is an Eyewitness News update.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, September 13th. I'm Wendell. Before we get to your top stories, we are in a weather alert this morning, so let's turn things over to meteorologist Scot Haney. Good morning, Scott.
All right, thanks, Wendell. Yes, we are in alert mode. Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon made the decision yesterday, along with the team. We are in alert mode for today. Heavy rain, isolated severe storms could be possible. We're already seeing lightning and thunder in parts of northwest and southwest Connecticut. Nothing severe at this time, but if it does go severe, we'll be the first to let you know. There could be some flooding, some street flooding, urban flooding, some small streams and rivers and tributaries could flood with these excessively heavy rain bands that are going to be passing through the state today. So once again, keep your eyes to the skies. If they look threatening, head indoors. There is even the possibility of an isolated tornado somewhere in the region. And of course, if that happens, we go on the air and stay on the air. Flood watch in effect for the entire state today. I've got First Alert Live radar zoomed in on the area of concern right now. New Milford, Brookfield, Danbury, Bethel. You'll see all the lightning strikes that are taking place. So they'll let this pass you on by. I know it's a slow mover, but if you can, give yourself a little bit of extra travel time this morning because we do have lightning and thunder in northwest and southwest portions of the state. I'm going to widen out the shot. You're going to notice there's not a whole lot of action back to the north and west. We got to get there, though, first. This slow-moving cold front is going to be with us throughout the day today, and that is according to First Alert Futurecast, tomorrow's weather today. So 9 o'clock this morning, 10 o'clock this morning, 11 o'clock this morning. We've just got some real nasty weather in sight. And then by later on this afternoon, things start to quiet down. I think this might be a little underdone, but we'll certainly keep you posted. And then tonight we start to dry things out, and we're expecting a much cooler night tonight with temperatures in the low to mid 50s with lower humidity, and that's going to be delightful. The severe threat today is at level 1, marginal risk category for receiving some strong storms. Let's take you out and show you Hurricane Lee. It is a category 3. It is still out to sea. A lot of rhyming here, but nonetheless, it is a menacing force. And it's going to climb up, moving to the north, paralleling the eastern seaboard, but it doesn't have a direct impact on Connecticut, but we are expecting the fringe effects come Saturday. We're talking about winds gusting in excess of 25 to 45 miles an hour. We're talking about even some rain bands now in northeast and southeast Connecticut. You'll notice, though, the direct hit is going to be on up into Nova Scotia. And by that point, the storm will have weakened significantly. So that's some good news. So once again, here's the timing. Friday, most of Saturday is windy, blustery, and we are talking about rain bands for northeast and southeast Connecticut, maybe inching a little bit further to the west. We'll keep you posted. Expectations increasing cloudiness, gusty winds, and rough seas. Now, if the storm does track a little bit further to the west, it'll have more of an impact on us. We'll keep you posted. But at this point, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Mostly cloudy. It was a stunning sunrise this morning in Hartford and in Middletown. New Haven, good morning to you. Temperatures don't go too far at all today. A little bit of sunshine there in Middletown. And right now we've got temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for both inland and shoreline, mid to upper 60s, although it is a bit warmer along the shore with that southerly flow, 73 and 75 in New Haven. The dew points are up there, 70-degree dew points. That means it's tropical out there. And tomorrow it all breaks as we're expecting lower humidity and a beautiful day. Forecast and highs today in the low 70s, and then your 7-day forecast. A beautiful day tomorrow, pretty good day on Friday. Windy with maybe some bands of rain again in parts of the state on Saturday. Sunday looks pretty good. Monday, it's just a chance for an isolated shower. Tuesday also looks good. That's a check of your First Alert forecast. Wendell, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Scott. We have an update in the race. Who will be the next mayor of Hartford? Local businessman Arunan Eralampalam declared victory in the Hartford Democratic primary last night. He was celebrating with Governor Ned Lamont and Hartford Mayor Luke Ronan, who will be stepping down and did not seek re-election. There is no Republican opponent, so Arunan will be the next mayor of Hartford. Turning our attention to New Haven, Mayor Justin Elicker has taken a step towards remaining in office. He won his Democratic primary, taking 70% of the vote. Elicker won all 30 wards or districts in the city. He is seeking a third term as mayor. And right now in Derby, the Republican primary, they are too close to call officially, and a recount will happen. But the man who faces charges for storming the U.S. Capitol appears to have a slight edge. According to the town clerk, Alderman Gino D. Giovanni Jr. edged out incumbent Mayor Richard Zekin just by 10 votes. We're told that recount will be Friday at noon. And in Middletown, I won the Democratic primary too in his quest for a second second term in office. He was being challenged by Ed Ford Jr., who was a former Republican city councilor. Those are just some of the big election results that happened last night. We have the full list online, and you can also track that information right on your phone by downloading the Channel 3 app. In other news this morning, we're learning more about a serious motorcycle crash in West Hartford. Police say a motorcyclist collided with a car at the intersection of South Main and Elmfield Streets just after 11 last night. That cyclist was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, we're told the driver of the car stayed on the scene.
Students are asking for their former teachers, and a lot of them are gone.
The Norridge Board of Ed is conducting a formal investigation this morning into complaints made against the superintendent from teachers. A recent survey of teachers in the district shows 96% fear retaliation if they speak out on any school issue. Many parents and educators are calling the environment there toxic. They held a rally, as you can see, outside of last night's Board of Ed meeting. The district says since July of 2021, 135 teachers have resigned. This morning, experts are warning that mosquitoes in 6 Connecticut towns have tested positive for the eastern equine encephalitis. The communities are Hampton, Killingly, Thompson, Tolland, Voluntown, and Woodstock. Human cases of the triple E are rare, but can be very serious. The symptoms include fever with chills, body aches, and joint pain. We thank you for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app, and make sure you download the Channel 3 weather app as well, especially today. We are in an alert, so you would want to pay attention. As we take a live look outside at this beautiful skyline, we hope you have a great Wednesday.